Alright, what's up? So I just got Maian SOS DLTK 259. It's a pretty good run, kind of a bad ending, but it's good enough for sub 3. So I'm just going to do a little commentary for the vid, so let's check it out. So first off, I watched a bunch of the cinema. Not all of it, not specifically all of it. I could watch like half a second more, it doesn't really make a difference. Reason for this is I got to the ending, the last lift, and had to wait for the lift. Um, so I just watched the cinema to reduce waiting time for that lift. Since the first lift doesn't matter because we do a lure strategy for it, so yeah, save a little time by watching the cutscene. I I used to do a psychosis gun strategy, but boss kind of obsoleted that with his run, so I'm not doing that anymore. So just disarm this guard. For whatever reason, sometimes I feel if you punch him twice, he has a less chance to shoot you with a gun later. I don't know, that's probably just a myth. Probably makes no difference at all. Anyway, just punch him, quick draw the falcon, blow up the bed, get out. Disarm the next two guards and hope that they don't pull falcons at all. It happens all the time, you just die to them. The next guard, the first guard here, is super random, and sometimes he runs behind the pillar, in front of the pillar, he gets stuck, he just does stupid things. A lot of the times I would just buffer and kill these guards, but on this run I just YOLO'd it and ran and disarmed them by shooting. I shoot a little bit extra because I'm alerting the guards in the other lab, and that makes them, since they're sitting guards, if they get alerted by noise, for whatever reason, it makes them have no health, so it's perfect for this. This guard is kind of random. He's got, like, his pattern is random. Sometimes he can be at this door, or he can be, like, behind it and not see you. And if he does see you, then he has grouped alertness with the other patrolling guard in the hallway. So that means if he sees you, then the other patrolling guard is going to eventually come and get you as well. So I'll mention that later. Anyway, just buffer headshot. It's pretty standard. And then by the time I get to this door, both the guards that, 2 out of 3 of the guards that got alerted are already at the door. So I just kind of spray and get them both. Pick up both their guns. Real nice. And then this third guard was also alerted, so he just dies. And then this guard sometimes is alerted by noise when I'm killing one of the other guards, but most often he sees this guard die, so he has to be killed with a headshot. And yeah, that's exactly what I had to do here. But what I ended up doing was just disarming him off of random shooting, and then just taking his gun and leaving. Just blowing up the bed, getting all the ammo I can. Just making sure that I don't screw up here. And so here is the other guard that I was talking about, the other patrolling guard in the hallways. And a lot of the time he doesn't make it to this door before I get there, but sometimes he does. Depends on his position, which is just as random as the first one. So yeah, and then what he does here is he just rolls, and then I just injure him and move on. I don't end up killing him. If the other guard doesn't see you and he's not alerted, that guard can either be up at the top of this corner of this hallway here, or he can be down in between the next 2 guards where I throw the dragon. And if he's down there, that's pretty good, but I prefer him not to be, because I like to shoot this dragon. It saves a little bit of time. So I quick draw the falcon and shoot the dragon as fast as I can. I hit it in 2 shots, pretty good. Don't have to wait for it to, like, proximity explode. Now this room is pretty interesting. What I do is, where I'm looking right now, I want the guard there to see me, and then I throw a dragon at him. And a lot of the times he does a bad animation and can just shoot me. So I have to hope for a good animation, and have to hope that the dragon kills him. Sometimes, for whatever reason, the dragon lands in a weird spot, and I'll just blow up and won't kill him, like it's inside the wall or whatever. But what it actually kills a guard that's behind the next door as well. And this guard, when he sees you, he has group alertness with the guards that are around him, so that triggers the other guard behind him, and the guard that's in the corner, around the corner. He also comes, and you'll see him when I encounter him later, because he doesn't die to the dragon explosion. So I throw it, and then I run against the wall, and then That avoids the guard shooting me most of the time. Sometimes, like I said, he can get a bad animation. Now, where I'm seeing right now, where I'm looking, there's a guard down here, right? Sometimes he's running out. You can just hope that he doesn't hit you. Sometimes, like a fair amount of the time, he'll run this way towards where I entered, and then by the time I get up on the ramp above me here, he'll end up being able to shoot me, and I'll just die to that. Sometimes I'm fast enough to avoid that. Sometimes he just doesn't even come out. That's what happens. Oh, there he is actually right there, and he's, yeah, you'll see what happens here. And there's also another guard up here, and he can do a number of things. Sometimes he just doesn't even see me. Or he can just fall down, or he can come up on this ramp. I talked about it in my LTK commentary. But yeah, on this run, he didn't even come out, so that was good. Because what I want, in this section, I want to be as fast as I can, because it helps me to reach the other guard up here before he opens the door and like is able to shoot me quick. So the guard that's right here, because sometimes if this guard moves too fast, then he'll get to this door and open it, and he'll have more time to shoot me. Otherwise, like right now, I'm getting to him really quick, so I can just shoot him first. I was gonna try and kill him, ended up just hitting his gun, taking his gun. It's good enough. He can pull a falcon and shoot me before I go in the hole. Pretty rare, only happened to me like a couple of times. And now I'm doing the lure strategy and throwing the proxy dragon. Icy made that strat, it's really sick. Now I'm luring the guards to blow up the dragon, and the lift is coming down like right now. Yeah, it's perfect timing. Grabbing as much ammo as I can here. I missed just one dragon. I tried to pick it up and missed it. Yeah. And a bunch of times there's a guard up at the top of this lift, but I think it all matters about when you throw the dragon. Because as soon as I got the feel for throwing the dragon, there was less... It happened less often that the guard was up there. So yeah, now I have to blow up the ship first. And now, while I'm shooting here, the guard that's over near the last lift can actually hear me, and he's alerted, and he starts running. But one weird thing you'll notice is that lift, the last lift, right now it's actually open. So for whatever reason, that guard can run into the lift. It just happens. Weird AI, right? Alright, so now I'm blowing up the ship, and I turn and close this door because there's a guard or two that can hear from behind. So you just close this door. You'll hear it get reopened by one of the guards. So yeah, it's worth closing, because if you run by without closing it, you can just get killed. Exactly 30 bullets left, pretty good. So here I'm always looking, can I see the guard? Can I see that guard that's normally by the lift? And I didn't see him this run, so I assumed either he was dead, or like I said, he ran into the lift. Alright, no guard still. No ammo there either. And he's not there at all. So at this point, I'm like 99% sure he went into the lift. So I got ready. There he is. This only happened like twice ever for me. It's super rare that he actually ends up in there. Although it depends on your pace. I'm sure if you get to where I did at the same pace every time, when the lift is open, it'll be more common. But it depends, like the timing of the first lift is a little bit random, like how it gets lured down, like depends when you get to it, and all that kind of stuff changes the timings. So now it's all down to how fast I do the ending, and it wasn't perfect, but well, just have a look. Good kill there. Really good kill there. Missed my first shot. Hit him right before he was about to shoot me. That was scary. Alright, bad aim. Perfectly fixed it, got him. And then blow up the wall. And then try and get these guys real quick. But it wasn't that great. And he almost shot me, but I got back just in time, and then got a little bit stuck here but moved out, and then the back guard or the back scientist or whatever it is, he came out, and then I really nice last shot there, and then boom. And then I skipped the cinema because whatever. That's 259. Pretty good run.